would get some monies to help us with the property.
Nice.
Did receive communication from, there's something else. Did receive communication from the AG office. They received the application from
Get
Fort
some
Edward.
monies to help us with the property.
Sorry, Fort Edward LPDC dissolution. They wanted to know if we agreed with them that the property is worth more than $1 million. And the second question was, Kara?
The second question was what, knowing that there's this outstanding tax lien, are we still prepared to take subject to that?
I missed the last part of that.
Are we willing to take subject to the tax lien that's on the property right now?
So,
We're probably the only one in the world that would say yes.
well, if we were paying any money for it, I might have a different opinion.
How about a little history before we leave? We were talking about and we beating up the Corps of Engineers. Just a little piece of history. I went down there for a meeting in the conference room of the Corps of Engineers, and they're about 40, 25, 35, 40 stories high. And we went to their conference room, and they pointed to that window. And they said, we sat here and we watched the second plane bank around our windows and hit the second tower. I said, I can't imagine how those guys, they must have just died. It was about where the trees are out there, not far away. That's how close they were. But they're still here.
And we understood the taxes there. We've been investing in the property. We own the bridge, we own the road. We have sort of discussed this in the past, but since the question came up, I thought we should answer that question. We have about $2 million to $3 million in potential grants coming in, plus more to be applied for to take care of that. There may be ways to figure out how to pay that. I want to get an open session. I meant to do this executive session to pay those, but Dan.
We talked a few months ago about negotiating with the town that this is owed to.
Can't do anything until such point as we own the property.
I thought we were going to negotiate on the back taxes.
We are. We have a year to do that.
Yeah, and you can't negotiate until you own it. Is number
Right, I
one.
understand that.
And and there's
Have
only,
some authority.
there's a limited amount to what you can even negotiate on, because unless the county takes it first,
Yeah.
there's no negotiation.
Well, unless you were a contract vendee.
That's,
A what?
Contract vendee, if you were under, right, Kara, is that correct? If you were under contract, or if you were, yeah, under a contract. whether it's
Like you can
purchase.
appear at a planning board if the owner signs off? But I don't,
I don't think.
We're not under contract.
we're
This
willing
will
to,
be court ordered.
yeah.
It's a whole different situation, and the other thing is, you're not allowed something to do with the state tax law. They can't write off the penalties.
My only question was, did we discuss this?
We did discuss it and letting it go to foreclosure
Okay,
and then working out a deal.
okay. So
But
that's,
the problem is, we're gonna own it, then we go to foreclosure, we don't own it. It kind of,
well, we discussed it, though. What was
yeah.
the net out? I don't recall.
We were trying to, I know Mr. Grosso was trying to get to a deal where we could pay overtime as we sold property.
So let's not discuss in open session potential negotiations. This property will not go for auction for at least another year.
Okay.
So I can tell you that the Board of Supervisors will not negotiate unless we own the property. potentially negotiate. They may not even negotiate at
I
all.
was gonna say, I don't think they have the ability to negotiate.
So let's not, yes, so let's not potentially work through the sources. If you want to go back in executive session, we can talk about those. But
Yeah,
we've
my
always,
only question was, did we not discuss this?
yes, we've discussed this. We were aware the taxes are there. We are aware there are several potential alternatives to handle this property. Not the least is we could sell potentially part of that property and pay it off. The problem with everyone has been that they need sewer. Until they get sewer in, that property is going to be worth very little to a potential buyer. So the question is, are we going to take the risk to make that property saleable and make that property productive and get it back